Hi, my name is Phil Anderson, and I'm running for United States Senate to represent Wisconsin. You're probably wondering what this thing is that I'm showing you on my daily video. Well, let me tell you, and let me tell you why I think it's important. We took a trip last year to Grand Rapids, Michigan. A short trip there for a variety of reasons. But in Grand Rapids, there is a park called Heartline Park that's right downtown and is frequented by people who are homeless or who live in the shelters, etc. There's a gentleman down there who lives in one of the shelters, and as part of this shelter that he is staying in, they have a big shop that was donated by some people that wanted to help the shelter. And in that shop, they have all kinds of building materials and different auto parts and all kinds of different things for people who are without homes to practice their skills and to continue to work at least, and to try to find ways to earn a little bit of money, sort of under the economy, doing things that might be entrepreneurial or helpful to other people in some way. And this gentleman, who was very handy with, it looks like a welder, and he was also selling birdhouses, which were also very cool, but approached me in the park as we were helping people by handing out sandwiches that we had made, and asked if I'd like to buy this. And of course I said, sure, it's totally cool. I really think it's neat. I work for a towing company and a cab company, and we deal a lot with automobiles and parts and stuff like that. So I found it very interesting, and it's going to go eventually on my desk at work. But the point is that as part of this shelter that was being operated by a nonprofit, a non-denominational religious nonprofit, they provided an opportunity for people to continue working and to make a little bit of money on the side to assist with their expenses or whatever. Not employment, not strictly speaking a licensed business, but people doing things with their hands, staying busy, staying productive, and making a little bit of extra cash. I think that is the best way to help people who are unfortunate, without homes, whatever, in dire straits. Not just house them and feed them, but give them opportunities to continue to be productive, to be part of the economy, which is, inextricably linked with our society, of course. Give them a chance to be productive, continue their skills, to even, as I understand it, this particular shelter, if they, the people that ran the shelter would keep track of what you were doing and then offer their referral on a resume. So if as a person that was without a home and without a standard job for quite a while, they could at least say that they've been doing productive work at the shelter and then selling it, and somebody at the shelter would vouch for them. I think that is awesome. That's the way we should approach people who, helping people, not only doing it on our own and not having the government come in and do a bad job of it and be inefficient and corrupt and put unnecessary restrictions on that activity, but also allow people to continue to work. Because in my beliefs, people are made to work and are most productive, most happiest rather, when they're productive. And people generally don't want to just lay around. It's not part of our character as human beings. So this is how we addressed unfortunate members of the human race who are in need of our help. Let's not only house them and feed them through our own charity and not at gunpoint through the force of government, but also find ways for them to be productive. That's what I'll work for as your senator, supporting ideas, initiatives like this. Privately done, people actually being charitable and not being forced to give and then forced to redistribute, and all the cronyism and inefficiencies that come with that, and also with dignity, that allow people to continue the dignity of work in their unfortunate circumstances. And I bet you, although I don't have statistics about this particular shelter, I'd be willing to bet that more people move out of that shelter into productive lives again than do at normal shelters where people just sleep and are fed. That's my opinion. That's what I stand for as your senator, the power of work and dignity and charity. Thanks, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.